It's the Daily Talk Show, episode 700.
And never do that kind of an intro again, mate. That was
What
a
an
bit
effort.
creepy to celebrate
How's
700, but we got there. We absolutely got there. Thought we were starting with ASMR, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Happy Sunday, boys. Happy
I'm just trying to
700.
keep calm, you know? You just want to, you don't want to blow, as Casey said in the comments, blow your load too early. And I feel the excitement. I feel the jitter. I'm feeling
Yeah.
ready.
You
I'm here
shaking?
for
Is
it.
that coffee?
Refreshing
Have
a
you,
bit.
have you had, have
No,
you had coffee?
I'm a little
or-
bit, no, I've got even like the clammy hand thing happening. I think it's like, I actually feel I'm having a visceral response to episode 700.
Really?
My feet are sweating. Yeah.
Knees weak, arms are...
Same.
Yeah, or maybe
Sweaty
I've
mum
just got a
spaghetti.
bit of coronavirus. Maybe I'm just slowly dying on the show. Find out by the end of it what's going to happen.
Did you drink last night? Because that can sometimes be a
no,
thing.
but I did. No, but I did. I've been eating sort of excessively because we're doing a reset tomorrow. And
I mean, you sent me a GIF of what was it? Was that Simpsons? Is that what
Yeah.
it was?
yeah, Homer Simpson,
And it was
his-
just donuts.
He's just got his
just-
mouth sort of going in. And it was
Is
actually
that-
inspired from Gronk Lara, who she did an Insta story, and she said it was something along the lines of isolation. You don't have to lose weight in isolation. And I was like, you know what? Like, that's a sign. And so
That's a sign.
we had an ice cream sandwich in the freezer, and I had
Yeah.
that for breakfast.
Yeah, yeah.
So anyway,
For breakfast, sorry,
Sounds
shit.
lovely.
That just
Yeah.
went over my head.
Yeah, no, it was delicious.
brekkie.
No, it was,
For
it was-
breakfast.
yeah.
Hang on, didn't you have one
own
last
it,
night
mate.
as well?
Hmm?
I called you last
So
night.
but we had two. Bree didn't have hers, and she was going for a morning walk. And I whispered into her ear. I said, "How do you think? What do you think about me eating the ice cream sandwich?" And she's like, "Yeah, sure, go for it." And so, giving ourselves a break, feeling happy. Tomorrow's a new day.
Yeah, no, it's
Great.
good. Well, happy 700, boys. It's been how long? Over 2 years. There's been a lot of episodes in the last month and a half, however long we've been in isolation. 12 a week. George, how are you feeling?
Yeah. Oh, I'm feeling good. Yeah, my heart's racing a little bit, actually. I'm a bit pumped. To celebrate, I brought 7-Up.
Wowee.
Because it's
That
only
looks
up-
blowing out. What's that for? What
That
I don't get it.
branding. Also, 7-Up, 700.
7-Up.
Is that the
Ah.
joke?
That was the joke.
Yeah.
That was the idea. It's a 1.25 litre. It's lukewarm. So
Can we just point out the cutlery? TJ,
Yeah,
I know
sorry.
before the... No, it's fine. No, keep it on. I like it. I think it's great. I think
You
it's
like-
very
it's a
funny.
bit of
But
ambient
it's very
noise, yeah.
funny.
It was
is
on
very
time. They said
it's very
15
funny
minutes, the
that-
cutlery will start going. And
How many knives and forks do you use?
she's actually
at your
been very
joint?
helpful around the house. So,
No,
it's,
we appreciate
but
it.
yeah, it's usually right on time. Right on time. Back
Where
to-
is that 7-Up from? I feel like a sort of standard
Coles.
supermarket doesn't... Okay.
New Coles. Went to the New Coles in Brunswick, if anyone's interested.
Oh, really?
It's
What's it
lovely.
like?
Yeah. Oh, it's just new. It's
Metro vibes, like
really
real
clean.
Yeah,
Yeah,
great.
real metro vibes. The floor is super smooth. So you get the trolley and it's just like nice to ride around on.
Oh,
and the conveyor belts are nice and clean.
How much do you
So-
need to buy to get a trolley versus just getting a basket? I don't think I've used a trolley
Yeah.
in about 7 years.
We spent $120.
Okay.
Just got like
That's all right.
veggies and a few meats.
You'd need a
and
trolley for
that sort of thing.
$120.
Mate, the problem is Coles in Bulleen has free trolleys. Woolworths in Templestowe, suburb across, you got to pay $1, or you get the buck back. But who has $1?
Yeah.
I don't carry any
Yeah.
cash
Well,
Yeah, it's
ever.
annoying.
Literally, I
at Aldi,
found
you can get-
$5 and I bought a coffee and donated the rest of the cash that it got back to me. I just put it into the thing because I didn't want it in my pocket. Like,
I feel
mate,
like that whole
no.
system didn't work, don't you think? Like that
Well,
whole,
it's-
like
they're
they
still-
tried to
they're
do
still
that
pushing
dollar
it.
thing. Yeah.
Still pushing
Yeah.
it, dude. A
got,
lot
like,
of
this
supermarkets
key
are
ring.
still doing it.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
like a
But
$2
then-
coin
Yeah.
that you just put into the
Do you
trolley.
buy that? Is
Put it
that
in your mouth.
How many
third?
keys? You've got very
Yeah, you
little
got a lot
keys
of
on
keys.
your... No, you got a little,
that-
little amount of keys.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
I
you've
guess-
only got a couple.
House key, letterbox key, office key. That's all I
Okay.
need.
Makes a lot of
And-
noise.
Yeah, it does, doesn't
And
it?
the Woolworths key.
Holding it next to the mic.
Talking about the keys, I mean, throwing back to some of our favourite memories, I've got to say the key ring cult, squeegee
Oh,
key
yeah.
ring cult.
Have
How's
you got
yours looking?
within
I don't
reach?
have it no. It's at the front
No,
of the house, so I don't forget it.
Yeah, that was great. Mine's all sort of chipped. It was white.
Mm-hmm.
If
Really?
I probably got the worst colour out of them all, to be honest. But that's okay.
Mine's
Appreciate
looking
it.
a little bit worse for wear, but I think that's part of the whole thing. It sort of feels like the there's a Japanese word for it. It's like when things age over time or whatever. It's like the natural. I'm pretty sure
Old
that it's
AF?
related to the Dorodango stuff. No, but it's like, you know how you can, like, if you break something and you put it together, the imperfections is what makes it brilliant.
Yeah, you want something a bit worn. It's like a good old sports bar. You can't just make one and walk in and go, this feels old,
Yeah.
because it will be brand new.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a house. It's this house that we're in. Hey, should we just talk about what we're going to be doing?
Okay.
700. I mean, you wanted to go yesterday so hard, Josh.
Yes.
So
You definitely can't take this load away from Josh.
Yeah, absolutely not.
No, I'm happy to.
Absolutely.
Do you want
It's
to?
working it up.
It's his load to blow.
Okay, yeah.
Right,
He's really.
Snuddy.
Yeah, right. What time did you go to sleep last night?
4 o'clock as well.
Yeah, it shows. It
I'm
absolutely
tired and
I'm pumped.
shows. Yeah.
No, I'm just a bit delusional, but feeling great, to be honest.
Really? Do you think you've
Yeah.
become more smutty since getting a girlfriend? I feel like potentially.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon I'm consistently delusional now. Just a couple, like, late
Delirious.
nights.
Delirious is the word.
Yeah,
Delirious
it's
or
a bit of
delusional.
both.
Bit of both.
You are delusional to think
It's just
that was
yeah.
the word.
Yeah, I'm
You're
just
delirious from the
it's
tiredness.
yeah. It's
I remember.
almost like being a bit pissed.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
that's the sort of vibe that I'm feeling.
You've hit it spot on, man. They say, like, lack of sleep and driving is the equivalent of blowing like over
Mhm.
0.05 or something. Like, it's
Yeah.
saying tiredness behind the wheel is like being drunk. So you're spot on, but you just don't drive because you don't have your license. So we're all a bit safer today because Mr. 97 hasn't got his P's yet. So
No,
I'm
it's
thankful,
handy.
buddy.
Okay. So the announcement on Friday, May 1. Put it in your calendars because at 7 a.m. sharp, that's Melbourne Eastern Standard Time, 7 a.m. on Friday, we will be starting our 24-hour stream.
Oh,
George,
yeah.
play the motion graphics you
yeah.
made.
Do it in post.
What have you got? You
Do
got
it in
something?
post.
I thought you would. You got a graphic?
Did you not?
Have you
Play-
not done?
George,
have
play
you- what about the
exclusive banner or
700 highlights? Have you
Did
got
you
a
not do
700
it?
highlights?
Oh, yeah,
package?
Yeah, roll that.
No, I haven't
No,
got it yet. Have you
guys.
not done it?
There's no
Where is it?
highlights package. I'm so sorry.
George, we were waiting for it. At least spray that bottle of 7-Up all
I'll
over
make
your
one
house.
tonight.
No, I
I'll
mean,
drink this instead.
I thought this was the whole. It's one of those things where you just sort of assume
Yeah,
you're going to
that I would've
surprise
done
us.
something
Gunners
would have
would
You do
put
your
together
hump day
a
replay
package.
every week.
A bit of
Yeah.
initiative would have been nice, to be honest, George.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
Jeez,
fired
this is-
up too, Sevs. I like this, Sevs. Sevs
This
has
is
got
good.
some balls on him now. Love
What's
this.
the difference
So,
between?
yeah,
I don't want to get bogged down the 7-Up very quickly. Difference between Mountain Dew and 7-Up. Do you know the difference?
different
Dunno.
brands, different
No.
drinks.
It's very sweet.
Yeah. There's a
Yeah,
great doco.
one's like lemonade, and the
Mhm.
other's like a different kind of one.
10 grams,
I don't know, it's a weird
10.9
question.
grams of sugar per 100 mil.
Mhm.
Oof.
Also, there's
Seems like
a
a lot.
great doco. There's a thing in South Carolina called Jew jaw, which is people's jaw, like teeth rotting due to Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
And so they
Oh.
actually have, they followed around like a mobile dentist that would go and fix everyone's teeth. It's a real problem.
It's
Yeah.
absolutely horrendous.
So TJ, what are
Um,
you excited about for this? So the
So back to
24
the
hours.
announcement.
Yeah, so 24 hours. We're going to be live streaming from 7 a.m. till 7 a.m. It's a long time, guys. I haven't done an all-nighter in many years.
Mhm.
At least an all-nighter without, excessively drinking or something, which you end up just happen to do an all-nighter. But it wasn't planned. So this is a planned one. But it's going to be great. We're going to have lots and lots of interviews, people getting involved with the show. Ryan John, who Gronk of the show, he said to me last week when I told him about this, he said, "Oh yes, can you guys like set me a challenge? I'll do something across the 24 hours and you can check in with me. He's just given me an update. Haven't written back to him yet. He messaged me this morning. It's too early. I was still asleep, 9:57. He said, I know what my challenge is. I think you'll like it. I'll struggle with it. Josh will fucking hate it. So that sounds like that's a winner. That's a winning combination.
Nightmare. What does it mean? Josh like hates it. What's it? What could that possibly be?
Josh will fucking hate. Yeah, I don't know. But
Let's
how
have
good's
a guess.
that?
What do we think it could be? Oh, he's going to try and finish the Seth Godin book.
That's quite funny. In 24
Well,
24 hours,
you would
you
like
could get
that.
there.
That's,
Yeah,
No,
I would
you
actually
couldn't. We
like
tried
that because
that.
it's related to me.
we tried that. What wouldn't you like? I don't know.
What could it be?
Do you want to call
Maybe a
him?
lot
Have
of
you got your
movement?
phone plugged
Is it
in? Do you
gonna
want
be
to just
walking,
ask him? Because he
running or
said
something?
he then followed up with, can we lock in a time on Monday or Tuesday morning for me to come on the show?
Yeah,
to talk.
Let's do it by the end of the show. Let's
Yeah,
give
we'll
him
do
a
it by the end
buzz.
of the show, and we'll just see. Have you got his number at your end? Because I can
Yeah.
send it to you.
Yeah, no, I've got his number.
Good.
So
Yes.
also I was chatting with Hamish Blake. He's going to join us. He's going to do something. There is going to be some level of activity as part of the whole thing, but he'll be joining us during the 24 hours.
And then across this week, we're going to have a whole bunch of other people locked in. As we like to fly by the seam of our pants. Is that the word? Is that the correct way? Flying by the seam of our pants.
George.
Wait, let's
Same. Is
by the seat of your pants. Seat of your pants. Seed?
No, that doesn't
Seat
make
of your
sense.
pants? I think it's seat of your pants, to be honest. TJ, I'm sure
The
that I
seat.
saw
Fly
in
by the seat of your pants. Yep.
Seat.
what is it? What does
Never
it
heard
mean?
that.
I mean, it's been a while
It
since
means-
you've done a.
origin.
Yeah.
Origin.
Fly by the seat of your pants to proceed or work by feel or instinct without formal guidelines or experience, i.e., unorganised, and you're just winging it.
Yeah, I mean, the chat is blowing up.
We're relying on instinct. That's that's what it is.
Yeah,
Show
mate.
Baker,
Yeah.
Lyndon, Crystal, Scooter, Lara, they're all saying seat. So they all knew that.
They didn't care
So,
much
yeah,
about
yeah,
the
great,
700, the 24 hours.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah,
okay.
they've
We're
Lynn
gonna-
Janssen it. What they've worked
Yeah.
out of this whole thing is that we're fucked the saying. That's okay. Yeah, what were you going to say, Tej?
Nah, but I mean, people love calling out people. So there'll be lots of call outs you can do across 24 hours because you will be able to get involved with the show.
Well, that's what we're
So-
talking about is what we'll need. There's going to be a bunch of technical stuff. So if you are someone it could be, you could have any skill. You could be technical. You could even just have a cool view. If you have a cool view anywhere in the world that you're happy to lend to us in the way of you pointing a camera in that direction, if you can email us, or if you're a VIP Gronk, just send me a WhatsApp message. But if you're not, go to hi@thedailytalkshow.com and send an email. You know, you don't go to hi@thedailytalk. You just put it in your the to field. You know. And you send it as an email through your email client or Gmail or Hotmail or whatever you're using.
You know the most unfair advantage, Josh, that Sevs has is that he's been in training for some kind of a late night stint anyway.
Yeah.
Like the kid's up till
Yeah.
4 a.m. Just push it through another couple of
I've
hours
only
and
got to
you've
push.
done it.
Yeah, 3 hours. I've just got to push through another 3 hours, and I'm sweet.
You're doing essentially right now polyphasic. I think it's called polyphasic sleep. Have you heard about this?
What does that mean?
So
That's
polyphasic. Yeah, go on.
Multiple times a day, right? Like you're having you're having like a nap at your 3 p.m. slump, and then you're pushing through. And I don't know how. I mean, it's all like a Silicon Valley thing.
Yeah, if you're napping, like basically a bunch of the like engineers and stuff would do it as a way of trying to get more time out of their day. So they would, you would basically sleep in like, I think you do a time between 2 and like 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. and then you wake up and then you do 20-minute naps. Matt Mullenweg did it a bunch.
God, I think that's just Glyn on Friday night drinks when he has to wake up in Florida to join in on us. So let's just set some of the fundamental rules of the 24-hour before we talk specifics. 0 sleep is allowed between the three of us, Josh, Mr. 97, and I, and George. Does he get any sleep?
Well, I spoke to Karen. She's asked that he get some sleep. We're under strict instructions that baby needs some sleep.
Baby needs to sleep.
So she said that you need 7 hours minimum.
Okay, great. I'm happy with that.
So that should give you a bit
so
of
that's
time.
fair. So we're not allowed to have any sleep. Is that right, Josh?
No
Yeah.
sleep.
Yeah, that's fine.
No sleep. Okay.
That's fine.
And so what a lot of people are probably wondering is what's going to happen with Friday night drinks, which
That's
I think
exactly
is
what Lara's wanting to know.
Lara.
Yeah.
It's all fine. What we are doing is, so Friday night drinks will happen as it normally does. So it will happen in Zoom and we'll bring it all in. But then what happens with kick-ons? Kick-ons historically has gotten extremely loose. It's sort of it's behind the red rope. It's extremely exclusive. And so what we're going to do is DJ Precious will be replaced just for kick-ons with DJ.
What's the opposite of precious? DJ.
Easygoing.
Easygoing. Yeah, I'll be that.
DJ
Easygoing.
Easy. Like
DJ
that?
Unfazed.
DJ Unfazed.
DJ Unfazed.
That's good.
DJ Unfazed is good.
There's
Hey,
also
it's
there's
Unfazed
also
back here
DJ Worthless, which does come up as an opposite. So
Oh, really?
That's the opposite of precious. Yeah, I'll
I
be
thought
okay.
that was
DJ
just,
Worthless.
there's so much. I'm just enjoying
bit.
how bitchy Sevs gets when he's asleep. Don't you think that he's actually?
When he's
I
had no
feel
sleep.
uncomfortable that you're being too hard on George, Sevs.
No, I like it. I'm happy with it.
you like it.
Yeah.
I love you,
I'll
George.
be DJ. I'll be DJ Unfazed. That's
Okay,
my
DJ
DJ
Unfazed.
Unfazed.
Okay. Great.
Phased.
Yeah.
Phased.
With a Z.
Can you spell it?
F-A-
Can you spell it?
F-A-Z-E-D.
Yeah. F-A-Z-E-D.
F-A-Z-E-D.
DJ Unfazed. I love that.
Okay. And so then what will happen? So then the next question is,
Taking
it's like,
requests.
well, yeah, you can do that. Do that offline, okay, George?
Yeah, sure.
Just not on here.
Yeah.
DJ Blase. That's pretty funny.
DJ
Casey
Blase.
said DJ Blase.
Yeah, I like that. I could imagine the hairstyle that would go with Blase. So what we're going to do is we want to still be involved with kick-ons. And so we need to work out, is it every half an hour, every 45 minutes, every hour? We basically want to cut to the Friday night drinks kick-on. And George, you control the room, you stop the music so we don't have issues with copyright. Maybe we could even give you some royalty-free tracks. Maybe
Definitely.
even
No,
El
that's
Monte could get played
Yeah.
just before we cross to you. And then
There
everyone
are
knows
definitely
that they're
some
about
bangers
to...
on art list.
And so then we'll cut to you, and then you can set up some challenges for the VIPs. You could all get into a pose. You could even do some vox pops, anything like that.
Yeah. Maybe if there's any producers who listen to the show, could they do a remix of it? For a bit of fun?
I thought El Monte was quite quite mixed already. You know, it's
Yeah, how do you
almost a
make that
remix.
song
It's a
better
good
than it
pump
is?
up.
Yeah.
It's a
Hard
good
to make
pump
it
up.
better.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we'll do vox pops and stuff like that, and people will, come on your show, and I think it'd be great.
DJ Blase.
I'll be hand
DJ Blase is very good from Crystal.
Yeah.
We have
DJ Blase.
I thought we just
Unfazed.
did we not
I
just
like
cover,
Blase
did we not
better.
just
I
cover
mean,
that a couple of minutes ago?
Did we say Blase?
Yeah, but I
Did we?
like-
Jeez.
George read it out.
Did you say that, George?
I didn't hear it.
God, the attitude coming from Sevs today is
Yeah.
just
Are you
I
okay,
know.
Sevs?
very...
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great.
Yeah.
What
I
is
mean,
the equivalent of the terrible twos when you turn 20? Do you reckon we've hit on something?
Yeah, tanty 20s.
Yeah.
Sandy 20s.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Just hold on
sorry
for a
sorry
minute.
about that.
Okay,
Yeah, maybe
so-
we did
yeah.
mention it before, but we're just doing our best, Sevs. I'm sorry, George.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
Oh, no. Yeah, so I'll be hand selecting people to go on the show.
Yeah,
during
great.
kick-ons.
Yeah,
so,
I think that'd be lovely.
You better be on your best behaviour.
I think it'd be
and have
great.
something-
I could
something good to
imagine
say.
we could even get some cocktail making potentially. I could imagine like a Shannon and Jem and Grace. Like I could imagine all the Gronks. Lara, it would be great to see Lara doing some espresso martinis. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be great.
Love it.
Are we also, I wouldn't mind, so inspired by Phoebe Simmons, who we had, she was in her car doing the interview with us.
Mhm.
I'd like to jump in my car at some point, maybe like really late at night, have it
Go
on.
for a drive.
And I could do an episode, I can do part of it while talking to you guys, driving.
Could you do a
could go and do
Macca's
something.
run?
Oh,
definitely.
yes.
Great
Definitely. I could go drop off Macca's to both of you.
Mm. Oh, that would be. Oh,
But
Well, speaking of the food situation,
hmm
what are we doing there?
well, yeah. So
Are we
we're
doing
trying to.
snacks.
So we've got Jess, our Gronk, who looks after our commercial, promotions. We've now got a commercial promotions department, sort of partnerships, that sort of thing. We're doing quite well. And so Jess is putting together some contracts with some companies. So potentially, Jess didn't say these words, but it sounds like she's going to be able to get a PS4 for me that I can play on the show.
I mean, I from what I read, that was probably not a no-go.
The
But
PS4.
who knows?
That's
Never
What are you
say
going to
never.
play?
Never say
We don't
never.
know. Whatever the brand's going to sort of. But it sounded like
Yeah.
Sony was in, so that's exciting.
Yeah, so just on the food though, Sevs, one thing you can't do is have a ice cream sandwich for breakfast the morning of doing
Yeah.
this. Like,
No,
I reckon
that's
you'd
true.
be plummeting in by 1 p.m. You'd be shaking. By 4 p.m. you'd be in some kind of rug, shivering, and you'd probably be asleep by 8. Like, having too much coffee. I reckon we hold off on coffee too. Hey, did you ever do a all-nighter when you were younger? Like
yes.
before
Oh.
before drugs and alcohol existed in people's worlds as kids, when they're kids.
Well, I only just started drinking, but the
Yeah,
when are you doing the drugs?
I know I've been going hard on that. You've gotten real funny, haven't you?
Delusional.
This is so good.
Real delusional. Yeah.
Why? I
don't know.
like. Yeah, it's fine.
I'm just-
It's
I'm
like,
just
have you
I'm
had a
just-
lot of
I'm
sugar
just
or
feeling
something?
it today. No, I haven't eaten anything today yet. So
Okay, all right. Well, that's a problem. It's
It's
2:20 p.m.
2:30. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
anyway,
Anyway, staying up late. When I was in year 10, I did the year 10 DVD, and I had 4 friends stay at my place while I needed to finish the edit, and so none of them could edit, but they all stayed in my room and took turns staying up while I edited, which I thought was fun.
And you
That's
stayed up
nice.
the whole time, just
Yeah, just
Pumping
editing
it out.
just getting it done. Yeah,
oh,
I fucked
solid.
the
I used to
DVD menu. So when you press it used to be. Do you remember DVD menus?
Oh yeah, what
George?
a nightmare.
Did you ever have to make
Yeah.
a DVD menu?
Yeah, I did actually. Remember we made a film in year 10, me and Robbie, called Mac and Jack the Musical, and it was about Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson, and we got dressed into them and we did cover, we lip synced, and it was like a half an hour film, and then we didn't really know what we were doing, so we exported the half an hour film as like ProRes 422 or something.
Oh no, not ProRes
And,
422, not even LT.
Yeah, and it was, shot on mini DV, and
Did you
and
upscale
tried
to
put it on a
1080
disc.
or what was the
Yeah, it was
what
just,
res were you rocking?
Yeah, I think it was 1080, but it was upscaled. Couldn't even fit on the disc. We had to get like a double-sided disc to try and fit it on, and then we had made the menu and stuff like that. But yeah, that was probably the only time.
The menu was a nightmare, but what happened with me in year 10 was I did the whole thing, and there was a place, it was called Extreme Tech, and I remember they did actual, there's 2 different types of sort of DVD, if you want to create DVDs, there's replication and duplication. Duplication is like a burner, replication is like stamping, it's like more legit. And for this, I got them replicated. We got it 5 or how many? 150 DVDs or whatever. But the problem was that I fucked the menu. And so in every DVD, I had to put a little paper slip to say, hey, when you play, nothing's going to happen. You actually need to go 3 down, press enter twice, and then press the back to go. So I went from being something that was really sort of professional to a bit of an amateur hour.
How much did you pay for it?
It was like I'm sure it was what it would have been. It was like $6 a DVD or something. Like it was quite.
Oh no,
it wasn't. It wasn't bad.
expensive,
Do you
dude.
think?
well, when you do 150, it's
Yeah,
like,
I mean
what,
everyone's paying them. I think I charged
700,
$25 a DVD.
$900.
Yeah.
You spent $900.
But they were legit.
Unbelievable. It's probably,
They
it was
had-
probably the top price back then.
Well, I also got the clear cases, and so when you opened it, you would actually see the entire year level photo that I put in the case, and then I matched up the DVD photo with that, and so it would fit in perfectly. It was a real nice setup.
We've got some great stuff in the comments. So Crystal has said, Shannon, you should make an official Gronk cocktail list.
Oh, that'd be good.
Because Shannon was saying she loves cocktails. And
We need a
tries to
cocktail
work
menu
us-
would be great.
Yeah, cocktail. Yeah, so cocktail menu is essentially a cocktail list of drinks. And then also,
sorry.
are we integrating a pajama party into the May 1st 24-hour app? We could just stay in our pajamas for 24 hours, says Shannon, which is a great idea because I wouldn't mind to just like not have to, like right now, I reckon I get uncomfortable wearing these.
Mhm.
Like I almost don't want to wear underwear.
Could we?
You know, it's
Here we
not
go.
that
This,
comfy.
this, what if this is something? So Casey's
go.
asking, how can we support the Daily Talk Show during the marathon? Merch. What if we do slumber party merch?
Oh yeah, like a
What if we what if we do like a real comfy T-shirt or like I don't know, something like that can be worn to the slumber party and we can wear it.
yeah.
the whole
Surely,
time.
if we were able to speak to Dion and say, and Scooter, maybe you could help us out too negotiating this. But if we were to get some nice T-shirts, get them screen printed in the next 2 days, we could do local shipping. We could do express local shipping to a bunch of Gronks in Australia at least.
Or at least have someone drive in Melbourne around dropping them off on
Oh,
Friday.
that'd be good. Yeah.
You get 24
Drop
hours.
off. That'd be
Yeah.
fun. We could get Ramble could get on his bike. He could be doing deliveries.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be good to do. I would love the merch thing. Save it for the show. I think
Crystal
is a-
says
is a great one.
beanies.
Oh,
Beanies. would be
beanies are
fun.
great.
Oh, yeah. Been
The so would we embroid? So I guess you could do some embroidery potentially on the beanie.
Oh, there's many ways. Could do patches.
I know it's your favourite
embroidery.
type of content, TJ. Sort of going into the detail. What colours? What do you think it says?
On what?
The beanie. Like if we're doing the beanie, what should we do?
Yeah, no idea. No idea.
Casey's saying we could get some undies done.
Yeah, maybe we could get. Is it step one? Step one.
Step
is
one,
it?
yeah.
Maybe
we could do
step one. We could do a
integration.
collab.
Step 1X, the Daily Talk Show.
How long is this going to take, you reckon? Because it's next Friday.
Yeah, no. This is why we need to move. quick.
Derek says,
Yeah.
get me graphics by tonight.
Okay.
Great.
It sounds like he's got a bit of pull, or he's got some. Turns out he's got a whole, press machine at his joint.
Yeah. It'd be good. We could do
Wouldn't be
like
surprised.
high quality screen printing. Yeah, I reckon. Why don't we do this, Sevs? Could we? I mean, so it's 2:30 now.
We
Could
can
we
can
Could
rush
we
it-
have
we
cut
can
off?
rush it through.
Cut off. So midday tomorrow, we need everyone's sizes, and basically they can do it. We can put like a credit card thing. They can pay.
We'll put a form up.
Okay.
We'll put a form up. It'll go out with this episode.
Mhm.
And so once it's on the website, you can send the link through the VIP
Oh, the
Gronk
WhatsApp. Yeah. Okay. Great.
And
so
we can
what?
do an
But it's
email
very
send out as
short.
well.
We need everyone by midday tomorrow to get the
Yep.
ball rolling, so we can get all the ANS color product.
And so
we
what
just
are-
need,
just
we need to work
just
out
to
the
confirm,
design.
what are we? But what are we? Are we doing T-shirts or are we doing? Like, what are we doing?
Well, that's what I wanted to sort of. TJ, what do you think?
Yeah, t-shirts are great because we did hoodies last time.
Mm-hmm.
I think, and we wanted to do t-shirts the next time.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
running low on
Shannon
t-shirts, so I need a
says
new one.
DHL or something. Yeah. What are
Our
we
Spice
ordering?
is having
T-shirts.
delays at the
Grace.
moment.
Grace, what do you think? What would you like? We could. Because the
What
other
about
thing
trackies?
is, yeah,
Trackies.
Trackies
Trackies
are.
would be fun.
So the one option is that we could do is if we do the same graphic, we can actually
Just
give
a
two
jumpsuit.
options. So we could do a t-shirt and a crew neck, so like a crew neck jumper style thing, and so then we can
Yeah.
have basically two stock. It's the same graphic for both, and then you can choose whether you want the t-shirt option or the crew neck jumper option. I think that could work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Everyone's
saying
saying T-shirts.
T-shirt at the moment. So
Okay.
Yeah, well, it's still fucking hot. Looks hot up in Brisbane and Queensland and up near your mum's, George. Saw Emma Lang at the
Yeah.
beach. Jeez,
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
Still hot.
Grace, I'm
Yeah,
sure
it's
if we
freezing
were,
down
Grace is saying probably won't get to WA in time though. Sad face. I think we can.
When are
Sebs,
they
can you
getting
make it happen?
Yeah, I mean, it
We
just
need a
depends on the
commitment from you,
turnaround of
Sebs.
the. Well, look, if it depends on the production, but if we can get the production done and picked up Tuesday afternoon, and we can dispatch Tuesday, I reckon we can express it to WA and have it there before we go live.
Okay. It's a
So
good commitment.
we need that 24 hour,
turnaround.
less than 24 hour turnaround
Yeah.
on the t-shirts. Otherwise, yeah.
And what are we saying on the
It'll be
t-shirts? TJ, you've had some pushback on just the Daily Talk Show logo previously. Like, do we want to do something
No,
where it's
no
like
way.
Gronk or
That
just
was
the
great.
Daily Talk Show?
I got those made
reckon
for us
something-
Yeah, that's
before we
fun.
went to LA. The Daily
You think
Talk Show
something
one,
funner?
and also
George?
Gronk Squad.
Yeah.
Something
George,
fun
what do you
would be
think?
cool.
The Gronk Squad one? How
I do
about
love
the one
Gronk
that's
Squad one.
the one that 3D Dill made? Gronk Squad, Gronk
Yep.
Squad, Gronk Squad. I mean, I would love the Daily Talk Show mentioned somewhere, but but you know, we don't have to. It's probably too much to
George.
do a bunt. We need to do a front, just no back. You know, like I straight away go
Yeah.
into
Yeah,
maybe we
yeah.
could do some sort of inner tag thing or maybe something on the sleeve. But I think we need to stick
Yeah.
to one chest.
If it's the logo, I reckon smaller, not covering the whole front too much.
Okay.
Too much.
Too,
And do we want the
Like
long
like
one?
our current jumpers.
Do we go?
maybe just
I
a
think-
little. Yeah.
The long one? No, I like the long one. Maybe we don't go square. Maybe we keep the long and just
Okay.
it's like
Oh yeah. So it's
Shannon's
sort of like-
saying, nah, just the logo, you bloody Gronks. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's good.
Shannon is saying keep it simple. Use DHL. Stop fucking around.
All right,
That's
that's good.
essentially what she's saying.
Shannon,
she's saying
Shannon
don't.
can be
Yeah,
sort
the
of head of
variance-
logistics.
The variance from this one, Josh, is
Yeah.
that it's going to be the wide. The
Oh,
thing
do you know
is, though,
what?
it
No,
needs
no,
to
no.
be smaller because when these are on smalls,
Mm-hmm.
it's still the same size because one screen print is the same size. They don't have varied screen print,
Sure.
varied
Could we-
sizes within the screen print.
What do you think about to go super quick? We could actually use the what are they called? What are screen printing the plates or whatever it's called?
Yeah.
What's
Mhm.
we could use the current plate that we have of the Daily Talk Show logo on the crew neck jumpers because I think that size is very good for jumpers. And then we can do a smaller one for the t-shirts, potentially depending on stock. If Grace was to order a crew neck, she might be able to get it quicker because we can use the existing plates that don't have to be made.
I think if you want it done by Friday, you're going to eliminate two garments. It has to be one, just logistically, one garment.
I'm even
One
thinking midday tomorrow is quite difficult in terms of like,
Dude,
is that long enough? Like, sorry, as in,
For who?
do we want to shorten that?
Well,
For-
we can,
for-
but I'm
for-
just worried about you didn't charge GST. You nearly brought down the whole fucking business last time you did those hoodies.
Well, that's we test and learn. It's
that
all
was a
good.
nightmare.
And so you're going to be able to add GST?
Well, I'm sure if Gravity Forms can, then we can easily do that.
Okay, so we need Blage, our web Gronk, onto the case. So we basically need to get it up today.
Yeah, it needs to be up today. Yeah, absolutely. After
You
this
would-
episode, it needs to be up.
The missing piece here is Scooter Derrick's relationship with the person who can
With
do
Dion
screen printing.
from while you sleep.
It has to be Derrick that has that conversation.
Yeah.
We don't have enough pull.
Yeah, I think we can get it
Yeah,
done. Like, I love Dion. I know, but that doesn't mean how cool, but we love
I think
Dion.
Dion
And he's
loves
been a
us
huge
too, but
supporter.
I've also broke his balls many
Yeah.
a times.
He's on Easy
He's
Street,
like
a
that.
great business while you sleep. Yeah, I think we can definitely make it happen. It's happening. I've just got a message from Dion. Yeah, he's cool with it. So we can. I think that's what he's saying. We'll chat to Ryan John tomorrow because let's not blow our load completely.
Yeah, okay.
But,
yeah, great.
okay.
You know,
so-
you know what I am?
Yeah.
I know you go.
Well, so what we decided on, TJ, I think that what we'll
Yes.
do after this, I'll call Scooter. We need to find out from
Yes.
Dion what would he prefer. Do we just do the one garment or do we do the two? The reason I also say the one garment is what we might find is he might have, 20 crew neck jumpers in stock or something. Do we want all? I'm guessing we just go black for ease.
Yeah, that looks great.
yeah.
The
And so
black
there
one.
we'll do the black
Yeah.
and then we can do the t-shirts. We'll just see what he's got available in stock. We'll then, once we know stock numbers, and then we can get him to advise us, do we want the same size or do we want smaller? T-shirt, I think, makes sense, TJ, that we do go the smaller option. to allow
Yeah.
for smaller T-shirts.
And just on the side,
Yes,
Yeah.
on the left.
Yeah, it has to be new. Yeah,
Oh, so okay, so you're thinking, so
Oh, you want to go?
you go
smaller.
really
not,
small,
not in the middle. Yeah, just like just like a front pocket logo kind of thing. That's what I reckon.
And so, are you okay with the crew neck being the size TJ show your one? Are you cool with
On
the
the hoodie.
crew neck being sort of that size? That being the jumper,
I mean-
crew neck jumper?
If it was up to me, it'd be probably the same as the T-shirt, but
Okay.
it's your show.
Well, that
guys.
could be
when we
easy.
got
That
these,
could.
when we got these done, I never told him the size. I
Okay.
just said roughly, and
Yeah.
he did.
Well, that's
that.
what they
So
recommend
You
then.
could go half the size of this in the centre.
Okay.
It
We've
looked
done a
kinda
great
cool.
job.
done
Scooter says
amazing.
he's going to check the stock this morning, and then he wants us to get the sizes and orders.
Well,
So
Scooter's absolutely
we can,
cooked because it's currently 2:36 p.m. So anyway,
When we said morning, Shannon, it really got him.
Yeah. All right, this is exciting. So we'll all have merch. We can take photos. We can get all around it. The 24-hour show. If you want to be part of the crew, if you can support in any way, whether that's you'll come on the show and chat, or you live in Melbourne and you want to ride your bike around like Ramble, or you might be someone who is technically capable, who could help us with troubleshooting with guests before they come on, all that sort of stuff. That's all happening. I think that's about it.
Can
Can
we-
we talk about what?
Definitely have one of the have one of them on because they've done epic 48
Yeah.
or 40 something.
56 maybe?
Out.
56?
50,
52 or 56
live
hour
stream.
live streams, yeah.
What were you going to say?
Which is
Chris?
crazy. I was about to say, can we call Venture IP midway through the live stream?
Yeah, we can.
Late at
Absolutely.
night.
To do a bit
3
of a...
3 o'clock in the morning. Well,
Because they're 24-hour support.
24-hour support. So
Mhm.
if we can
Yeah,
call
great.
them in the morning, then we can see if they're actually there.
Yeah, I enjoy that. I think
Test
that'd be great.
Yeah.
And
as long as it's not a sting operation, it turns out they're not. And,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
found
yeah.
out. No, I don't think.
Okay, so 7
Should we,
a.m. start
should
on
we-
Friday. Yeah, George?
Should we talk about what the next week of shows is going to look like, or?
Oh, yes.
Tomorrow?
So the week after, should we talk about what's happening the week after? Is that what you mean, George?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can announce it, George. What's going to be happening after the 24-hour stream?
So the 24-hour stream is going to go till Saturday 7 a.m. The boys are going to be rooted, so they won't be awake. On this week, I'm going to be putting together the best of my favourite bits of the last 700 episodes as 2-hour-long episodes that will get released on Saturday and Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And
Straight after
so that's
the
what-
live stream. So the
straight
first
after.
one will probably hit at midday or something like that on Saturday.
Yeah, correct. So that'll be like, those 2 episodes covered, Saturday and Sunday.
And you'll be
Then-
hosting them, right? You'll be doing a little sort of intro and sort of editorializing for us.
Hosting them, talking about little bits. It might go back to the early days where it was just audio, little stories. Mason's first day on the job, that sort of thing.
Yeah, great.
And then, so that's for the Saturday and Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
and then from Monday till the Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be 1 show a day, from snippets from the 24-hour show.
Mm-hmm.
So
With you
same sort of
hosting as
thing.
well, it'll basically be
hosting.
the Daily George show.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is what I've always wanted. So,
Yeah.
And so,
So-
I think it'd be fun to get Gronks involved in some way. If you email George at thedailytalkshow.com, if you've got any sort of snippets that you want to see him include, or you've got any sort of insights, or maybe you've got a piece of audio or video, can they send you an email?
yeah, if you've got your favorite bit of the last 700 episodes,
Mhm.
send it through. Although I don't have that email set up, so you have
Yeah,
to
you
set
do.
that
Well,
one up
if
for
you've
me.
No,
got
I
big
think-
media,
no, you've got
got
it
the
set
Daily
up.
Talk Show. Yeah.
Yes.
Do I?
We should
It's a
set it up.
secondary domain. Oh, my eye is twitching like there's no
I
tomorrow.
have to
Really?
put it on my computer.
Imagine after 24 hours.
It's going to be a nightmare.
Oh yeah, there's going to be some
Okay.
awards. Who loses their voice first? Who has the first blow up? First tantrum.
Josh and I
all
just-
these things.
Yeah, I mean, Sebs, what are you going to do? Are you going to have to speak to Grace about the 2 nights before?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
I reckon. Yeah, I'm gonna have to dial in my sleep. I mean, the other thing is what I've found really handy is the stuff that Gem has brought around. Like, is Gem gonna help us out in terms of like
that would be
skincare
nice.
and stuff?
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
get Gem
Do we
to
need
do a
some-
full sort of face mask experience.
We could all like the puffy eye stuff. We could definitely sort that
Yeah.
out. Surely.
Yeah. For sure.
Jordan Michaelides says Josh will have a panic attack. Yes or yes. It would be good to get Michaelides on. Love to
get him
have
on.
a punch on with Michaelides mid-show. That'd be a bit
Yeah.
of fun.
Yeah.
Uber Russ is
Fat
offering
Fridays,
his
that's a good idea.
services, by the way.
Oh, this is great.
Oh yes, Uber Russ.
Uber Russ.
Oh man, I'm pumped with this Ryan John thing. I really
Yeah.
want to find out what it is
Okay,
and why
this is
you'll
good.
hate it.
Okay.
Why
Yeah, well,
this is-
Let's chat about it
can we
tomorrow.
make a pact that whatever it is, we have to go with it?
Okay.
Because I don't know. But just make a pact. We'll go with it.
Gem is keeping
Are we doing
her.
it on? Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, what were you going to say?
No, just on the Ryan John thing. If it's like you said, we're going to keep a pact. So are we going to do it on air or?
yeah, we're going
What
to
do
hear
you-
it on air, and then
Okay, great,
he's a content guy.
Make it
He
happen.
knows.
Oh.
It'll be something great.
great.
It'll be
Okay.
Could
but not
be.
for Josh.
Josh will be fine.
And okay, so the merch. Just this is like a fucking meeting. So success, definition of done, all that sort of thing. I'm going to chat. I'm going to call Scooter straight away. Sevs, you're going to work on.
I'll work with Blage and we can get the little site thing ready
Blage
to go.
What about design? Like the design. Do we just get while you sleep to look after that? And we just, from a sizing perspective, are we going? I think for the crew neck we go big or go home. So I think we go the same size as the current hoodie. Yes or no?
If they've still got it. If
Yeah.
they've still got
No, they
it.
that's
still
a
they
good
hold
idea.
on to all those. And so
You
the
hope.
crew neck will be big,
Yeah.
and then I'll chat to Scooter about the possibility of doing the smaller left chest or right side of the chest. It would be the left side of your chest.
Well, Shannon's sending
Left.
through. I wasn't sold on that idea that George had. It's sorry, George.
Stand up for yourself, Tommy.
Mate, I am. Wasn't sold on it, buddy.
All right, what do you
But
want?
yeah,
You
well,
want
it's-
huge.
No. It was just about the positioning, like on a side.
I think in the middle and small will look
Yeah,
dumb.
yeah. Oh, yeah. No, this would look great. Oh, that is great. Yeah, Saint
What's
Laurent.
Shannon sent
Shannon
through?
sent through a design. Saint Laurent do a really small logo, just like
Let's see.
centered to the t-shirt. Yeah, it's just
Oh
like
yeah.
that, but it just looks.
Oh yeah,
It's just.
Where does that?
It looks
how does
really
that?
cool. It's a bit different. So it'd be like.
I wonder how that would go for logo, though. To be honest, I think if it was just text, if it just said Gronk, it would look good. I think that it would look like a mistake.
Oh, you know what? You
Shannon
can
thinks
just
the
put
site is more of a
thedailytalkshow.com.
sporting club.
Okay.
Style.
Well, we are sort of. We've got that vibe.
Yeah. Well, you're going play a round of golf, are you, George?
Mm.
I mean, everyone's saying side, so
Well, look, I'm not going to
Yeah.
argue with majority if that's what's happened. If you want side, you want side. You're going to have a look at it.
no.
This is that. They'll
No,
mock
go
it
middle.
up. They'll mock it up anyway.
What about the logo in a circle? Asks Casey.
Oh yeah.
It sounds
Dill would
like
have a dainty.
we just
Off
need to
brand.
worry
Dan-
about like we
It
can't
isn't-
add an extra.
I mean, we
colour.
got to find
We
position.
can't
Yeah,
whip
yeah.
that up.
We got to dial in the position before we figure it. Like, I think potentially a circle might be overcomplicating it a little bit.
Oh, it's actually out of
But-
brand guidelines according to Dill's
Oh, yeah,
just
the word
comprehensive branding package.
fine.
Yeah, I mean Gronk would be nice. There
Are we
was
getting
the
back
one
down to
idea that I
trademark?
had, which was like Gronk, big text, and then you actually have like the logo in it in some sort of interesting way. But it requires a little. If we've
You
got
could
any
do the
designers
circle
listening,
in the O.
no, that sounds horrendous. I reckon because the Gronk, unless it's Gronk, no, it could work because the O is in the middle. So you could we could try that. TJ, is this detail? Is this level of detail? giving
Oh,
you
I
that
just-
sort-
We're in the weeds.
Yeah. Less is more, definitely.
Wait.
If we can just run with what we've had, that's not being lazy. That's just
Yeah.
being efficient to get it
People
done
are
by
gonna buy
Friday,
it,
if that's
so
the
it's
goal.
fine.
is that really sort of your brand value, George? Yeah, people's going to buy it. Just
People are
fucking
going to
throw
buy
out,
it.
you know.
Doesn't matter.
We're not doing it for money, George. You know that.
Oh, make a bit of cash from it.
Oh yeah, we haven't even
Georgie
spoken about
George.
pricing. We'll work out pricing. We'll speak to Dion because
yeah.
we'll do it at very sort of a reasonable price because we realise
As long
that
as we don't lose cash.
Yeah,
that's
because
okay.
we did
Like,
last
so long-
time because you sucked it.
Like
remember?
last time said.
I've got it. I've got it now. I've got it dialed in. I reckon I'll be able to do it, and we shouldn't lose cash.
And
so.
can we make sure that we only have
Okay.
one form so we don't have what happened last time where half
Yeah, well,
the
so
orders...
that was a size problem. So am I going just in terms of sizes? I'll just go X.
We'll go all the
just-
way. No, go
I'll
X,
go all the way.
all the
way.
sizes.
Yeah,
We don't need
all the
to
sizes.
limit.
Discriminate. Yeah.
Well, literally last time you did small, medium, and large. You have no idea about.
No, I
the
did. I
common-
did it. I did to XL, and then that's it. So
Mhm. Well,
Yeah,
I think
that's
we just
fair.
make it all available. All right.
okay.
It's a daily talk show. Happy 700, everyone. All right, George, this is your moment. Here's the. We know you were joking about not having the highlights bit, so go for it.
Oh, yeah.
Hit it, George.
Hit it.
All right. We'll
Sorry,
just-
no
that actually
highlight.
isn't- no,
no, it's
the,
all right.
cel-
We'll just,
the celebration is the next week.
yeah, that'll be
That's
huge.
the whole
Yeah,
idea.
yeah.
Can you really? Can
Yeah.
you wear a different shirt every episode to sort of
Every show.
celebrate? You know,
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
because
Yeah,
you've got
do
some
that.
pretty
You
nice
got some great
shirts.
shirts.
Casey's just written. Give us the option to pay what we want to support the show.
Yeah,
Oh, that would be great.
That's interesting. So if
Jeez.
we set a baseline so we don't lose cash,
because the Gronks, some of the Gronks,
And then-
a Gronk move would be
to
paying below cost.
no, but you said a minimum.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, there would be the biggest Gronk move.
Minute-
Yeah. Take us out of business.
Yeah.
even
No, that'd be
further.
nice. Yeah, the lentil as anything model.
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we could do. Maybe there could be
Have a
something where
tips.
you. What was that?
So what?
Can't you just have like a tips button or something?
Yeah, it's. I mean, we're getting into the semantics, but another thing we could do is maybe we could be like, if you go over the retail price, you can put in a dare or something, or like you can add something
Oh,
to the
yeah.
show. I
Yeah.
don't know. That could be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
that's
Patreon
yeah, okay.
kind of scales.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We might have to flesh this out offline a little bit.
Tommy is absolutely
Yeah,
having a
yeah.
meltdown now.
Yeah, I know.
What do you think of the Patreon
All I say is
idea?
get on the phone. Get on the phone
to
to
Scooter. Yeah, we'll do
Derek
that now.
right now.
Okay, all right.
Okay, great.
It's a daily talk show. Thank you, Nick, for your podcast review. What did Nick say, Sevs?
Nick said, awesome podcast. Josh and Tommy have an effortless ability to move from entertaining interviews with interesting people to deep conversations on big issues and to fun banter. Them and their evolving door of friends keep the podcast fun and interesting day after day. The community of Gronks they have built around the podcast are a testament to the hard work and endless fun content that they put into the show. 5 stars.
Thank you, Nick Callan.
That's a super review for episode.
Love you,
700.
Nick.
Thanks.
Love you, Nick.
Love
all
you,
right,
Nick.
thanks
You're
everyone. You can
hashtag
leave
robbed.
a review. Was that about Monopoly with Jake?
No. That was just around
best dressed.
Oh,
the best dressed for
Fuck, he's had a hard couple of
TDTS
weeks, hasn't
form.
he?
poor bloke.
Yeah, I mean,
But-
it did look
yeah.
great.
Yep.
Let's not take away from that. Okay, all right. I'm going to go call Scooter. It's a daily talk show. See you tomorrow, guys. Have a good one.
See you guys.